College Board 10, no calculator question number 3. So the College Board is going to ask a ton of questions about linear relationships, linear modeling, linear equations. We see a big clue right here where it says there is a linear relationship between these two things, which happen to be the weight of the merchandise being shipped. We all order things on Amazon. The shipping cost sometimes depends on how much it weighs. So that's exactly what we're talking about here. And they're telling us that it is linear. And so if you notice, I have a bunch of y equals mx plus b equations down here. And I know you've seen this a bunch of times in Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and probably a little bit of geometry as well. All we need to do is we need to be able to analyze this data table. We need to be able to figure out what the slope is and what the y-intercept is. So notice how I'm not given a merchandise weight of 0 here, so I can't easily quickly figure out what this y-intercept is. But I can kind of try and show you a little bit of a trick to figure out that y-intercept. But using the info that I have, I know I can probably use my slope formula with 2 of these points. It doesn't matter which 2 points you choose because it is linear. I'm just going to choose these, and I even simplified my life just a little bit by rounding this number to 17 and rounding this number to 22, just so I didn't have these ugly decimals to work with, given this is a non-calculator question. Okay, so if you remember your slope formula, we subtract the y's over the x's. So if I just look at these 2 ordered pairs, again, you could pick any 2 ordered pairs, but if I just pick these 2 and I do 22 minus 17, that's 5. And if I do 10 minus 5, that's also 5. So I get a slope of about 1. And I'm using about 1 because I did round these numbers a little bit. And so let's do process of elimination and take a look at our answer choices and see which of these have a slope of about 1. Remember, the slope is the m. This one does, and this one does. That's not the right slope. That's not the right slope. So I'm down to a 50-50 shot. Now I just have to figure out what this y-intercept is. And if you notice, it looks like since we have a linear relationship, we are going down 5 here, and we're going down 5 again. We could get to 0. Looks like we're going down about 5 here. Notice how I rounded them. It's a difference of about 5. So can you subtract 5 again? And we would be around $12. Because I'm rounding this to 17. This is almost $17. I would be around $12. And so that is going to be my y-intercept, 0, 12. My y-intercept is definitely not 0. This is like a plus 0 here, so I believe this is really close to 12. B is going to be the correct answer.